Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to Starbound Frackin Univserse. I figured to get this episode off to a quick and timely start, and because I figure we want to go and do some. Actually, I guess before we go to the science outpost, I've moved some stuff here. I have no idea how this well I built is actually collecting water, but apparently it is. And this is also an incubator in which we can put eggs, such as this egg. And we'll just kind of put it there for now, and we'll see how things go. And I got a bucket of water, which apparently I don't have the inventory space for. Ah, yes, bookshelves. I don't have a bookshelf on me, so I will just go ahead and stuff all these books in here for the time being. And we do have a costume. Actually, we have, let's see, Fire Lordy things here. Foundry Foreman thing can go here. This thingamabob can go here. We have green armor plating in the... Oh, we actually have... Well, we do want multiple chakrams because at some point we could craft them into other cooler things. And that would always be fun. So we'll want to do that. Can't believe well, actually, I can totally believe that I forgot to do this. These were probably somewhere else as well. But let's not dwell on that right now. Let us just take a quick look at everything. I mean, I might as well hold on to blood serum. Interesting. Anyway, yes, so we have all this stuff. We have our little action figure over here. We have a smoke machine. Did I get this all in just the last episode? I think I did. I'm just going to get rid of that bucket of water. I don't need it. Let's go to the science lab, turn in some quests, make some progress towards unlocking the super cool Frackin Univserse mission. And in general, just kind of continue having some fun with this. Also, I don't know why I teleported to the mission thing instead of using the... And by mission thing, I mean... used sail when I could have used... What is this? Fission furnace. So there is also a lot of stuff here for our various scientific uses. But yeah, I do have access to this teleporter over here, so I could have used that. But anyway, let's go talk to Science Captain... You know, what is your name, good sir? Rustbolt. Alright, I'm glad I know your name. Great! Welcome and feel free to look around and get comfortable. We're safe here. Safe from what? Ooh, I'm a well-respected member of the community, apparently. That pleases me greatly. Alright, what do you have to say for yourself, madam? Clothing fabricator, booster crop top. Okay. Booster crop top, huh? I mean, I could probably do something like that if I so desired, and I suppose I do, because I'm not entirely sure which quests I need to do here. Let's see. Kalish Stone if you want to get iodine. Throw batches of Kalish Stone into your extraction lab. You know what would be helpful, Betty, is if you told me what Kalish Stone was and where I could find... What is this? And where I could find it. In fact, you know what? I should probably be scanning all these things. I mean, there's so much stuff here. That we could 3D print it later, probably. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Hello, what do you have to tell for me? I'll be blunt, that weapon of yours isn't sharp enough. Go craft a steel warblade in your armory. I don't know about you, but I'm relatively certain that this tier 6 weapon is sharp enough. But you know what? You are the captain. Right, we could go fight the mech arachnid, but that is completely unrelated to what we're doing. What is this? Let's see. Empty glass bottles, furnace, free no 4 bottles. Okay, so we will need some bottles. We do have to create some other things. But what workstations do I actually have on hand right now anyway? Let's have a quick look. Let's see here. We have the agricultural station. We have the apiary station, which is made at the matter assembler. We have the Xeno Research Lab. We have the Gene Design Lab. We have the Biochem Lab, the Lab Centrifuge, the Electron Microscope. You know what? I don't actually even know... Oh, and we also have this medieval workstation. Not entirely sure what I do with that, but I was able to make it, so I figured why the heck not. Anyway, moving along. So, glass bottles in some kind of furnace-samajig. Gotcha. What is this? This is an armory. Alright, and we would need to make some kind of war sword? That is not what war is. Hang on a second. And I turned on caps lock. What was that one quest? Xenolab. Let's see. Tossed in a potato seed. Alright. Silky smooth. Let's see. Bracken tree. Well, bracken makes me think of the sea, to be honest with you. Let's see. Biochem lab, mining operations, house of bees, tailored for you. Essential ingredients. Sharpening the blade. Oh, a steel war blade. Alright. Type in steel. Maybe I need to make steel before it'll actually show me these things. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll learn. Clothing fabricator. Something about a crop top. Crop? Top? Do I have to unlock that as well? What was this about making clothing tailored for you? What is this? A booster. Alright. Let's see. Type in booster. That's not how you spell booster. I assume I have to unlock it. Which again, we'll work on this stuff. Oh wait, here's an electron microscope. What does it do? Or wait, this is an electron microscope, isn't it? Oh, wait. The electron microscope isn't actually even a thing that I can do stuff at? Yeah, because I'm clicking on the gene sequencer. Mammalian. Stealth. Anyway, we'll worry about all that stuff later. For the time being, let us go and explore the new planet we found. I mean, I did just spend, like, the probably first 10 minutes or so of the episode just kind of wandering around, not quite knowing what I was doing. But anyway, here we are, a gas ball planet. Because this seemed really weird and wacky and cool. Trianglium, huh? Prism shards, moonstone, iridium. Also, here's the coordinates over here. Iridium, densinium, ephegium, crystal urceus, and solarium. And also, just a quick zoom out, this is where it is. Another planet type I'm going to want to look up at some point is ones that cause insanity. I thought I found one, but then I can't seem to find it again, so I probably should have bookmarked it. Because I'm told there's fun stuff there. Also, I am dying of extreme pressure, apparently. You appear to be rapidly dying. Well, that's not gonna... Oh, geez, I'm actually dying pretty fast. Alright, that's good to know. Good to know indeed. Alright. I still wish that, these things happen to... Ooh. Whee! I mean, I can guess, just by the fact that we were kind of floating there, that obviously the light status effect makes you lighter. But I kind of wish that all status effects had little tooltips that explained what they were doing to me. Let's see. Now, where would I craft something that would protect me from dangerous things? Let's see. Advanced Xenolab, you say. Nuclear core. My goodness. So much stuff to build. Oh, wait. Here we are. Cooling EPP, a coil, diamond lantern, bunch of teleporters, radiation, powder keg, plasma light. Translocator, warp teleporter. Ooh, that's cool. But, unfortunately, plasma light. Ooh. Radiation, heating, diamond lantern. That sounds pretty cool. Unfortunately, it looks like none of these environmental protection packs, as far as I can tell, radiation, neutralization, heating. And I assume once I start crafting these, I'll probably unlock something that, you know, unlocks like the next chain of things. So I think what I'm going to do is, off camera, I'm going to just go farm up some materials here, which shouldn't be too hard. Well, actually, no, you know what? We're going to bookmark this planet for later. And we're going to just go explore somewhere else. So, yeah. Well, we will add this, and we'll call it the gas ball, because that's exactly what it is. Extreme pressure. Of course, then again, it might be something different that's required for that. I don't know. Actually, what did I wonder what Sail was telling me about it. I didn't quite catch all that. Let's just go somewhere else. Let's see here. Barren, volcanic, a wasteland, ancient ruins. Oh wait, this has tungsten in it. We need some tungsten. So, you know what, why not go there? Anyway, I'll see you guys when we land. For now, the fun and adventure is all that matters to us, and collecting as many materials as possible to eventually turn into gray goo, which can then, in turn, be used for us to craft cool stuff with. Because cool stuff is really, at the end of the day, all that matters, isn't it? Lots of coal as well. We probably want lots of that stuff. And there's another one of these haunting signs talking about ships that I can't really do anything with, and there's a Roomba. And a diamond. I'll take that. What's down here? Death and despair, probably, so let's not go there just yet. And there's plenty of time for death and despair, but I want to see what's on the surface first. Though, ooh, this is something I've never seen before, and leads me to believe it is something that is Frackin Universe unique. Hello there, Mr. Monster. That is spitting horrible, disgusting blobs at me, and just gave me something that apparently I already don't have room to pick up. Oh dear. What is this? Endomorphic jelly. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm gonna get rid of these baby larvae for now. Though, note to self, as soon as we get back to the ship, clear out all those crafting materials. And again, as I say at pretty much every episode, at some point I really, really, really should take the time to properly organize my inventory. And I'll get around to it eventually, don't you worry. Just there's so much to do and so much to see right now, I haven't got around to finding the time for it yet. And you, sir, are dead as a result of your foolish decision to attack me with a gun in a spear fight. Seriously. And what were you thinking? What were you thinking indeed? I mean, this is not anything particularly new that we're looking at right now. Excuse me, sir. Let's see. Dang, metal rusting is disturbing, huh? Useful utility is rusted and broken. Yes, it is. What is this? Is that just a block or a broken chest of drawers? Well, whoever lived on this planet, I'm sure they did it to themselves and they had it coming or something like that. So away we go. And I wouldn't have died if I made that jump, but it's better to be safe than it is to be sorry later. So, yes, kill first, ask questions if there's time later, and there's never time later, so just kill until something kills you. That is probably what is best in life. You know, aside from watching your enemies driven before you. That's also pretty nice. Again, this sign of something up in the air. What is it up there in the sky? Is it a bird? A plane? Something cool? And I have been told there is in fact stuff that can show up in the asteroid layer. So every time I see one of these signs, I'm tempted, ever so tempted, to go on up to the asteroid layer and see if maybe, just maybe, I'll see something. And, you know, that possibly that sign was an actual indication that there's something up here. Whoa. The bird got kind of attached to me. But you know what? Let's actually zoom out to one, just appreciate just how small and insignificant we are in the grand scheme of the universe. But also to possibly see what might actually be up here. I mean, surely there's something up here. Which, speaking of asteroids, I never really go to asteroids like planets. I mean, they're not really planets, but to the asteroid belts in the game, because as far as I can tell, there's not really anything up there. But maybe there is. And maybe I should give them more of a chance. Let's also grab this tungsten here. And I swear to God, you fight me at your peril. Yeah, because I mean, as you can see here, these asteroids are veritable treasure troves. I'm also kind of disturbed by the fact that all the way up here in space, there is still ash falling from the heavens. I mean, you'd figure at this height there couldn't possibly still be rain. So, the implications of exactly what is, like, just how messed up. And here's where we want to be very careful not to fall to our deaths. Because, trust me, I am a master of falling to my death. I've probably died in that fashion one too many times. For my personal liking. We'll let those materials that fell go. They're not worth our lives. So let us just continue flying up. And maybe we'll get lucky and actually see something cool up here. I'm not counting on it. But you never know. It could happen. And then we will gracefully fall back down to Earth. I'll leave that iron there for now. That's copper. And I don't have any copper right now. I also recognize that I've just... Do you guys hear something? I'm hearing voices. I'm hearing scary voices. And I don't like it. I am apparently insane. How a robot could go insane is beyond me. But then again, that's the danger of sentience. You see, this is why we should not design our robots to be capable of becoming self-aware. That's just asking for problems. That's just asking for all kinds of problems. I'm hearing the screams and cries of 1,001 voices, and then 1,001 more, as they all cry out in terror and then proceed to be silenced forever. What are you trying to tell me, Cthulhu? What's that? Make sacrifices in your name. I don't know about that. That sounds like it could result in horrible, horrible consequences. But if you insist, I suppose I can do it. I mean, that's what my Lovecraft RimWorld series is all about. Wonder how high we can go. Well, that's apparently the answer. So, is insanity just a natural effect that shows up if you go high enough on any asteroid layer, or is this just my lucky day? I don't know. I do notice that I have spent a significant amount of time in this episode just flying around into the atmosphere, and apparently not doing too much else, except dying, apparently, because I foolishly thought there was nothing under me, when in fact there was. But yeah, it indeed appears that it might be getting close to time to wrap this episode up. But we haven't really seen anything cool and interesting and unique on this particular planet, aside from the random insanity. Which, frankly, I don't need a mod telling me I'm insane. I know quite well how crazy I am. Thank you very much. Ooh, Steel Warblade. Hey, what do you know? Also, Riddle of Steel collection, you say? Where is this Riddle of Steel collection? I can't see it. That makes me sad, because I can't see it. I know it has to exist, because it told me that it was at it. Maybe I need a separate mod that'll let me look at this Riddle of Steel, or maybe it's here somewhere and I just haven't seen it. But what is this about a Riddle of Steel collection? I mean, we have cooking, we have fossils, we have bugs, we have fish, we have action figures, and we have pets. I like this. This is nice. But we did get a Steel Warblade, so that means we could finish that actual quest, which is cool. Let's actually take a look at this alleged Warblade. Let's see here. Steel Warblade, Tier 2. Very war and blade-like, clearly. Anyway, I'm going to cut away until we find, again, something cool. And I will see you guys momentarily. Alright, so now we come back as we kind of dive into the heart of the planet. And I can't help but notice, one, that there's whatever the heck these things are. Which again reminds me that we have far too many items and not enough room to really hold everything. So you know what? What is this? Servitor Mark 1 from spare parts, you say? I mean, these bars are pretty easy to replace, so I don't mind throwing those away. Alright, so we found some spare parts, which I assume would be good for building robot-y stuff, and I'm gonna have to actually look back over the footage to see what the heck it is that it just said I had done, or had found there. Excuse me, Mr. Spike. Thank you. So I'm not entirely sure what I actually just picked up. What I do know is that this planet seems to be hollow in a rather, like the fact that it is hollow is actually kind of scary, because it leads you to ask, why is it hollow? What hollowed this world out? I mean, did this planet go the way of Krypton and they just kind of harvested their resources too greedily and dug too deeply and then they woke the Balrog or something? Who knows, really? I certainly don't. All I know is that these things are stabbing me and that I am sitting in oil, which is slowly healing me. Listen, sir. I don't appreciate that. I do not appreciate that at all. And I don't appreciate possibly falling to my death, so I won't. What I will do instead is continue to mine these spare parts out of the wall. I like that kind of weird effect that has as I kind of break the walls and murder the Roombas. Or Roombas. I mean, what did they ever do to anyone? You know, they're just living there. But this whole planet is basically Ultron's wet dream here, isn't it? I mean, there's a world where, with a couple of exceptions, where random stragglers are continuing to survive in a most irritating fleshbag-like fashion, there is basically only steel. Only steel and loneliness. And lots of oil. The oil is, of course, you know, the fossilized remains of all the things that had previously existed on this world. They're all dead now. Possibly rightfully so, possibly less rightfully so. What is this? Lazulite and living stone. You know, this makes me glad that we came underground, because I've never been down this deep before, and there's actually unique minerals by the looks of it, I think. Yeah, Trianglium, which we were told, as the prophecy promised us, existed down here. It also occurs to me, again, looking at the timer, that I really should probably be wrapping this episode up, shouldn't I? Just like I should also be leaving little trails of torches, so that if I'm ever back down here, I know I was back down here, and I don't get, you know, oh, hello there, Ace. Do you need me for something? Well, in that case, if my dog needs me, it's probably a good time as any to wrap this episode up. So until the next time, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video to show your support, or maybe leave a comment down below just to let me know what you're thinking. I'll be with you in just a second, Ace. And I will see you all in the next video.